Welcome back to Void Sales. Now we move onwards. Sanctuary of Echoes. Discover the hidden temple beneath Boreas. Days of crawling through the twisted veins of Boreas had led you here. An ancient complex, crumbling temples, forgotten ritual sites, buried deep beneath the ice and stone. This is where your father's expedition met its end. But perhaps it is not yet too late to save him.
This must be it. The ritual site Leonardo was chasing. We'd best head in, but be cautious. Someone tells you you're not exactly welcome.
Looks like a fire hydrant. Green. Oh, this is the emergency. Suspended by several balloons, an emergency beacon hovers above the cave floor, its light piercing the darkness. It emits a series of short and long flashes, struggling to send a message to the icy cave crust above. Yeah. You realign the mirrors and flip several switches. The signal is now stable and powerful enough to reach as far as the capital. It will soon be noticed. Looks like a fire hydrant. Through the gate. Gotta say, looks pretty cool. I feel like those red rocks seem to be the obvious path, which makes me think there might be something going on over here. Because it's very specifically blocked, unless this is something I can break. No. Let's explore. Oh, I can come back through. Okay, the fact that it's saving actually tells me this is probably where I'm supposed to be going, so... I actually will turn around and head back over to the rocks. Never mind. I apologize for lying to you. This was not my intent. Well, that looks like something. Oh, hey. Another obelisk. Occult ritual. As you pass through a shadowed cave, you come across an uncanny sight. A dried-out corpse lies within a circle drawn in blood on the cave floor. The air is still, heavy with the scent of iron. I've got a better chance of getting this one. But I feel like that guy's got a book on him. Yeah. Corpse feels wrong. Before you notice, notice one more thing. Cornelius Ravenscroft, Ritual of the Damned. Holy smokes. I hate that. Now, the real question is that body was Cornelius Ravenscroft, or if it was just somebody who stole the book from Cornelius Ravenscroft. My god, you can get over that. I will say the movement here leaves something to be desired. I feel like an invisible wall is going to pop up in just half a second. Yeah, because that's leading to the outside of the game, outside of the level. Okay, on we go. Yeah, it's definitely leading outside the level. I can see the wall blocks and textures and everything. Okay, now to fight these things. Oh, now they've acted.
Overstayed our welcome. Enemy inbound, Captain. Let's see what they got.
Okay. Alright, to the big door, I guess. Ooh, oh no, I know what to do here. Almost got it. Come on. Recharge in your own sweet time.
Captain, you feel that? The air's thick, heavy, close.
Yeah, it is thick and heavy. How thick? Is it thick with like 3 C's? That's pretty thick. Can't blow it up. Oh, it's shimmering right there. This. Definitely doesn't seem normal. Or like it's supposed to be here, because the fleshy thing sort of clashes with the vaguely Aztec-looking architecture. Reality tear. At last you see it. The tear between worlds is formed in this ancient temple where the veil is so thin. It's hard to see through it. Myriads of colors, twisting and bending, creating a spiraling vortex. This must be the tear your father tried to use to cross through. But attempting to do so yourself would be suicidal. Kinda wanna reach my hand in there, but I feel like it's probably gonna rip my hand off. But that'd be pretty cool. You stick your hand inside, but there's a surprising lack of reaction. After a moment, you suddenly feel something pulling from the other side. You hurry to pull your hand out, and as you do, with it, a silhouette of a man emerges from the tear and steps down onto the deck. The figure's features are blurry, the whole body is twitching and slightly transparent, but as time passes, it becomes more solid, stable enough for you to recognize the features. Leonardo Salvatore. The figure's eyes are focused on you. A flash of happiness glimpses in them, but is quickly replaced by a concerned look. You shouldn't be here, child. This is no place for you. I came to help you, Dad. You have no idea how thin the veil is here. Every breath you take, every thought, it tugs at you, warps you. There's a pause and the tension eases. His voice softens. Still, I suppose I was in trouble, so yes, I'm glad you came. Man in yellow. Ah, Zalthur. A chaotic creature of obscure intentions. You shouldn't have trusted him. I made that mistake myself. His gaze shifts to the tear. I came to this cursed rock chasing a theory. I thought I'd calculated it, charted a precise intersection of will and breach. But when I stepped through the tear, I drowned. What do you mean drowned? It's difficult to explain. I doubt I even truly understand it. When I crossed through, I was overwhelmed. Directions lost meaning. Every path became possible. I couldn't find the way back, only down. I fell between layers of reality. Not like falling through the air, more like sinking through meaning. I never reached the bottom. I don't know how long I was gone. time. What does that mean when you're lost in a concept? But then I felt you, a familiar presence, solid, yours. It let me claw my way back. But not fully. I'm still fractured. Parts of me are scattered down there. What do I do next, then, Dad? There is a place. A great pyramid is hidden within a nebula. It holds another tear between realities. A stronger, wider tear, where, with enough luck, you may have a chance to help me restore my missing pieces. But we must find Cornelius, my former student. Before I crossed, I saw him preparing one of his rituals. The man is arrogant, but not foolish. He's alive, and he will know how to reveal a path to the pyramid.
Let's get out. You've already dwelled here for long enough.
Shoot him there.
Veins thin, almost as thin as within the nebula. And I am worried how it might have affected you.
Thanks, Dad.
We will reach the surface and head back to the city. Wherever Cornelius went, must have first put a stop there.
Okay, thank God I don't have to go all the way back through it. That'd just be bullshit. Man. Whatever. Back from the dead. Find your father. You found him. Your father. Lost between... The weird thing is, though, that's a really rare achievement. Find your father. Only 9% of players have got that. You found him, your father, lost between realms, now free at last. But the journey has left him shattered, his mind fractured, his soul incomplete. Restoration must come later. First, another pursuit. Cornelius, scholar, occultist, and rival. He holds the key to your father's soul and a plan of his own. This way... And I got Dash with me. Sudden stop. As you sail between asteroids, your path is suddenly blocked. Multiple ships stand in line, creating an impenetrable blockade. In the middle is a massive vessel under the Lord Inquisitor's banner. It signals you to shut down your engines and prepare for boarding. As you consider trying a daring escape, you can see smaller vessels blocking any possible escape route. You can hear the voice of your father in your head. Be cautious, child. They will search the ship. The book you found, the one that belonged to Cornelius. The Lord Inquisitor will want it, and he rarely asks twice. Yep. Time is short, and the ship is not entirely familiar. You look around looking for a place to hide the book. Eventually you find such a place and stash the book. Hopefully it won't be found that easily. Well, the failure does not give me high hopes. Clad in heavy armor, they lead you onto the Lord Inquisitor's ship into his chamber. You pass through a series of corridors into a richly decorated room. Various tapestries hang around the walls, and a large wooden table with gold incrustations is placed in the middle of the room. Behind it sits the Lord Inquisitor. Wow, that guy looks freaky. Welcome aboard, Captain. You'll forgive the formality. I'll be with you shortly. He nods towards one of the soldiers escorting you. The soldier hands over several notes as well as a book bound in leather. The book you tried to hide. I'm not going to interrupt that guy. From what I see, your travels have already stirred no small amount of concern. It does not look good, Captain. I feel like interrupting him is probably a bad idea. He leans forward slightly. But tell me this. Have you found Leonardo? Last I heard, he wandered far beyond the edge of reach, and has paid the price for it. His soul is no longer whole. Should I lie? Should I say, speak the truth and say, yeah, I found my dad's soul, or lie and say he's gone? I imagine he already knows. He studies you in silence, his eyes narrow. You feel as though he's reading past your words, weighing their consequences more than their truth. Shit. You can sense the Lord Inquisitor weighing your every word, but his intentions remain unclear. Damn. There was another member of Salvatore's expedition, Cornelius Ravenscroft, the man who penned this charming volume. I suspect you're already looking for him, as am I. He is dangerous, Captain, a man of unburdened by restraint and deaf to the call of duty. His ambition exceeds his sense. That makes him unstable. I will have a mission for you, Captain. When you find Ravenscroft, and you will, I expect you to ensure he does not succeed in anything. Preferably, he does not remain alive long enough to try. In return, I promise to provide you aid. Aid which you will need if you hope to see your father's soul restored. Now, you are free to return to your ship, safe travels, and do not disappoint me, Captain. Otherwise, our next conversation will be less amicable. He waves you away and diverts his attention to the book. Damn, I didn't even get to show the book to the lady. I mean, I guess I can just tell her, I found a book.
Than I expected. You handled yourself well, child.
I suppose I could just say, hey, the Lord Inquisitor himself fucking stopped me.
The request may sound harsh, but I understand why he wants Cornelius dead.
And say, hey, Lord Inquisitor took it.
And it's a shame, truly. Cornelius was a brilliant student. More dedicated, more passionate than anyone I had ever encountered. But ambition, his greatest strength, has become his flaw. That book of his, I dread to imagine the cost of what he's written in it. And yet it's that very knowledge that makes him vital. We must find him. There's a place hidden deep within the nebula, invisible to ordinary minds. A monument left behind by the old ones.
Oh yeah, I found that. Well, I saw it. I didn't there.
There is a way to pass through the veil, to truly cross it. That place is our best chance. And Cornelius may know how to reveal a path towards it.
I think that's it. Looming shadows return to the city with heavy burdens. Your journey brings you once more to its towering walls and shadowed alleys. This time you seek traces of Cornelius, clues to where he fled and what he plans next. At the academy, Vedica awaits. She deserves to know the truth about her brother. I'm an explorer. The barkeep's gone. You approach the bar, but the barkeep is nowhere to be seen. In his young place stands the young boy you saw last time you visited. What happened to Saul? Where'd he go? I can handle it. Not my first night managing the place. Uncle Riggs was getting worse, so he and Salt had to leave. Left a few days ago with this weird guy. Give me the creeps. Where'd they go? Kind of scholar, I think. Wore these long blue robes, like the ones the Academy folks wear. His face, something about it didn't sit right. He leans in a little, voice dropping. He said he knew a way to help Uncle Riggs, but they'd have to travel to some desert planet. You can hear your father's voice. There is only one planet like that in this sector. Phaethon. We must follow them. I doubt Cornelius offered his help out of kindness. Oh shit, that was Cornelius? Okay, maybe I was supposed to do this first. Vedica Ravenscroft. Captain, you're right on time. We finally received an SOS signal from Boreas. The Council can't keep stalling now. They'll be forced to act. Did you learn what happened to the expedition? Yep. He did what? What was he even thinking? I'm amazed he managed to claw his way back at all. Sure, parts of his mind got scattered like dust, but all things considered, I'm surprised there's anything left at all. And Cornelius, did you find out anything about my brother? Yes, he's alive, but he's also fucking psychotic. Honestly, it doesn't surprise me. Probably used one of those rituals from that damned book of his. I know he's my brother, Captain, but truth be told, no one would lose sleep if he hadn't made it back from that mission. What book? I know the book. It just got taken away from me. I don't have it. Yes, that wretched thing. His prized achievement. Every discovery, every twisted insight, he wrote it all down, revised it, improved it, like he was some damn manual to the abyss. He'd memorized most of it, but for finer points, he'd flip through the pages to perfect whatever ritual he was preparing. Hard to say what he'd do next if he somehow managed to survive. If he somehow did survive. He never spoke to me about his plans. Now that I think of it, he barely spoke to me at all. Unless, of course, he needed something. But one thing's certain, he doesn't have a ship. He'd need to hire one if he left the city again. He reaches into her desk drawer and hands you a small, well-crafted pipe and a tin casket of rich-smelling tobacco. In either case, thank you, Captain. This helps me focus. Might do the same for you. I'm going to be handing that over, but I might as well take it. Holy shit. Knowledge. Rerolls of tested knowledge. Sweet. Okay, what have I got? Broadside cannons reload by 25. Solar damage increased by 50. That's a lot. I'll do that one first. Hi, lady. You step into the shipyard. It's quieter than before. Most workers seem to be elsewhere. You look around and see Marfa approaching you. Still a lot of woman. So, did you get the core? We're nearly done. Just waiting on the final piece. There you go. Your crew rolls in the solar core on a reinforced cart. Its alien casing hums faintly, casting strange reflections of the shipyard lights. Marfa squints at it, then blinks. For a moment, she's speechless. Then she lets out a sharp bark of laughter. That's not what I expected, but damn it, that's even better. Small, stable, with plenty of kick. Come on, follow me. She leads you to the boarded-up hangar. Inside, dozens of workers move with quiet urgency. Stacked beside the walls, rows of solar cannons, not unlike the ones mounted on your own ship. Near them, large folded sails of shining filament, likely designed to feed into the energy into the solar core. Holy crap, that is great. Every time we try to negotiate, Ishvara sends enforcers, big men with clubs and paperwork, scaring people into compliance. But now, they'll think twice before crossing that threshold. With these beauties mounted around the shipyard, we can speak on more equal terms. I agree with that. Fuel for the fire. Deliver a solar core to empower the workers' cause. Sweet. Of course, it's risky. Ishvara might bring fire before they bring a diplomat. But I'll take that risk, because I've had enough of crawling. You've helped us more than you know, Captain. Take this. She hands you her hammer, an enormous, well-worn tool. It takes both your hands just to lift it. I've got new toys now. Next time you stop by, maybe we'll be free folk, or maybe we'll be ashes. Either way, we'll be the ones who chose. Heavy, with purpose, scarred by labor, and never swung without cause. Reroll as a test of resolve. Sweet. See if there's anything to explore around here. You wander aimlessly through the port, observing the surroundings. Many ships can be seen docked to the pier, some loaded with goods destined for Earth, and some loaded with equipment and scholars for another deep space research expedition. What's more, you can see a group of Imperial ships being inspected before departure, and a familiar figure. Lucia del Torre. Captain, I was not expecting to meet you again so soon. Did you find what you were looking for in the city? Kind of. I see. My inquiries regarding the attack on St. Isidore Castle didn't go that well either. The Lord Inquisitor, in his wisdom, judged it would be better for me to occupy a more hands-on position, which honestly was the right call. Never much enjoyed sitting behind a desk anyways. So now I am the junior investigator. She points to the vessel behind her. There's been a disturbance in the space sector. Merchants have been reporting on some strange howling they heard near the site of a former battle. I will be conducting the investigation. I wish you luck. He straightens up a bit. Thank you, Captain. Good luck to you too. Here, take this. She hands you over a small trinket depicting the sun. Warm to the touch, even a little cold to start. Traveling this space can be dangerous. This little something will at least offer you some protection. Bell is rung on the vessel beside her. I'll be going, Captain. See you next time. Oh, good to know. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Take what I can get. Hot pursuit. Follow Cornelius' trail. The chase continues. Cornelius has managed to get back to the city after performing one of his occult rituals. There, he has convinced Salt, the barkeep, and the former pirate, together with his brother Riggs, to travel to a nearby desert planet, promising to be able to cure Riggs of his injuries. You must follow, find Cornelius, and convince him to share the path to the pyramid.
That planet we're heading to, I believe I know why Cornelius went there. There's a site, one we studied long ago. Not unlike the ritual ground you saw, but different in function. The tears usually act as two-way gates, but are also very scarce. However, certain environments allow for a one-sided communication. I suspect Cornelius sought something from beyond. Something that could help him pass through the nebula. But there's still one thing I don't understand. Why would he need the barkeep and his brother?
You move down the corridor. The oil lamps are lit, but cast no light. The door to the main deck is ajar. No crew, no sound, not even the stars through the windows. But you reach the helm, something smeared onto the floor. Chalk or salt. Strange pattern. Looks like part of a ritual. You kneel and adjust the lines. The air shivers, then reacts. And something reacts. Then silence. Then a breath behind you. A shape forms in the fog outside the window. Massive. Watching. Sleepless sleeps. Wake up from a dream that wasn't yours. You jolt upright in your bed, gasping. The ship groans softly and the familiar hum returns. Voices outside, crew shouting. You find a faint chalk mark on your cabin floor. Circle. Smudge. You don't remember drawing it. I'm gonna get to the lighthouse and then call the episode. I'm definitely digging the story. Story's definitely good. Go and then drop off the box as I was bidden to do. And rest and get. You approach the lighthouse. Inside, the air is warm and smells faintly of oil and salt. You climb the narrow spiral stairs to the top. The lighthouse keeper's already there, quietly cleaning the massive lens. Her movements methodical and precise. Ah, Captain. Looks like your journey is unfolding, just as it should. She gestures to a bucket by the wall. Would you mind lending a hand? Yeah, sure. Very nice. You take the sponge and step beside her. You begin polishing the lens with slow, deliberate strokes, mirroring the keeper's movements. As the glass clears and the light intensifies, you see him. Your father's ghost, gently circling the lens as if drawn to its glow. I trust you've passed my message on to the man in yellow. You should have met him again by now, down in that old lighthouse beneath the planet's crust. Let me guess, he had a gift for me? Yep. Unsurprising. I doubt Salthul will ever grasp that I've made peace with the fate bestowed upon us. Still, his little gestures never fail to amuse me. She finishes the final pass across the lens and finally turns to face you. There's no warmth in her eyes, only cold determination. So, shall you present that gift to me then? Yeah, it was supposed to be for you. Gift delivered. Deliver the gift to the lighthouse keeper. You take out the box and hand it to her. Ah, my dear old friend, tasteful as always. A perfect cage for a perfect bee. She opens the lid. A blinding light spills out, warm at first, then searing. It floods the room, swallowing everything in radiant silence. Then, just as suddenly, the light vanishes. The box clatters to the floor and snaps shut. The lighthouse keeper is gone. Did she just get sucked into the box? I really hope not. But, I think that's going to be it for me for today. Because I've still got to make dinner, and then I got to call later. But you know, I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm liking this game so far. It's very nice. I'm gonna rest here while we're at it. No supplies. Ah, maybe she is gone. All right. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.